We are live. I pressed the button. I pressed the button.
That's so good. I'm so happy.
Hi,
Oh
guys.
my
Welcome to
God.
the Given Trouble Show. My
Yeah.
name is Lyrix. I am a stand-up comedian from Trinidad and Tobago. I am also a feminist. I don't happen to be a feminist. It's quite purposeful. It's quite my intention. And usually we do this show on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12 noon live on the Femcom TT Facebook page. So if you have not gone to Femcom TT on Facebook and liked and followed our page, something wrong with you. I don't know how to help you in this life.
They stick
They,
and they don't know how to do good things.
they don't know how to deal with good things. And that brings me to
No.
my next point today. We have a brand new co-host on
And
the
I put the
show
hoe in host.
Yeah, you all know we're having a special Pride edition. So this is Trixie Me'Kikse, Olia. Trixie, tell the
Hi.
people hello. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Trixie Me'Kikse. You can just call me Trix if you like, or you can call me Miss Me'Kikse. I am, I wouldn't say I'm a stand-up comedian because I do some of my best work lying down. And I happened to have been over by Just Lisa today, and when she suggested that I could come on the show, I said I could come on the show. So so here I am.
Well,
So it's
Olia,
so nice to meet
we
you.
like to give trouble. Trixie, you're looking like good trouble. Welcome.
Oh,
Welcome to the show. Trixie,
thank you.
on a serious note, we always start off the show serious and then, things degenerate from there. But I wanted to ask you, what are your thoughts on the current situation that's happening in Port of Spain, the so-called riots? What are your thoughts?
Well, it's been a very long time that people from Mova have been oppressed by the police. So, I remember when I was just a wee little girl, I used to wake up to the sound of bullets in the morning. And that was a regular thing. And it wasn't the Mova people, it was the police. So we are accustomed with that. But every rope have an end. And it's about time that people started saying no to the poo. So that's all I have to say.
Well, Trixie, really, really well said. I mean, for me personally, I'm from Carenage, which is also considered a so-called hotspot community.
Very hard. Yeah.
Right? A lot of the young men that I used to play with when I was a kid, they've died in
Mm-hmm.
exchanges of gunfire due to all sorts of different reasons. My main problem is the oversimplifying that I see a lot of people doing in this case, and saying, well, oh, everybody's this and everybody's that, and this is what's happening, and I know this, and I think that's really problematic because, as I've always said, everything is subjective, right? Everything is subjective. Each person has their own story. And until we learn to listen to other people and where they're coming from, we're not going to move forward as a society, We're not
What do you
hearing each other.
mean? People are like, what are people saying though? I mean, like, what have they been saying?
Well, basically, it seems that things have kind of come down into two camps. You have people who are saying that all these people who are protesting are criminals. It is a coordinated criminal plan to destabilize the country and all sorts of other, so far unfounded perceptions, unless you're a tight ass upper class person who really feels that everybody out there is against you.
Well, I can see how people would be afraid of black people from over, right? I can see how, but they're wrong because people from over, black people, Indian people, even the like Spanish people, because we have a lot of Spanish people now, like everywhere else. These are just normal people who happen to live in Mova. So there's no way that you could say that everybody from Mova needs to get shot. And what about these young men? These nice, good-looking, these young men who wasn't doing nobody, they was just driving in a car as far as I could see on the video. So what happened? You can't drive in a car now? You must get shoot? That's not right.
Well, this is very similar to what people are talking about in the US with the Black Lives Matter movement. They're talking about people's rights and the fact that because people are discriminated against based on where they're from, if you're walking on the street in Mova, you're treated a certain way, where if you're walking on the street in Westmoreland, you're treated probably a different way.
Well, actually, if you're Black and walking on the street in Westmoreland, you're treated the same way as if you're walking on the street in Mova.
There you go.
Right? You're treated the same way with suspicion and contempt. So.
Well said, Trixie Me'Kikse. Well said, I have to say.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So I just got a message from one of our viewers, David Sumari. Hey, David, how you going, honey?
Oh, my God. I love David.
And I just reminded me of our hashtag that we're pushing this week. Hashtag badassery. Badassery, right? And we are encouraging all of you out there to indulge in your own badassery. If there's a issue, if there's injustice, if there's something going on that you need to speak out about it. I always tell the story of my mom, bless her soul, who whenever she had a problem with the bank or she had a problem with any institution, she would go home, make a placard with her issue, and go stand in front of the institution or organization. She has done it with the bank several times.
Mother's a hero.
I think so. I think
hero.
So. But let me tell you what happens though. My mom has never spent more than 10 minutes standing up outside, because you know what happens when you go and stand outside somebody's institution with a sign declaiming injustice? Somebody comes out and says, "Hi, ma'am, how can I help you? Is there something I can do to help you?" Right? Because private institutions care about their image and how they look, right? And things like that. I mean, I don't know if our government cares. Because
not really.
Outside of Parliament and nobody.
I'll tell you what it is. There is a sensation in this country that there's only one way to be, and that way to be is straight, middle class, Black or Indian, Syrian, Spanish, don't matter. Straight and middle class and towing the fucking line. That is what they want from people. And if you're not like that, well, crap will smoke your pipe.
So we have a guest on our show today, a young person who is standing up, speaking her truth. She's created an organization. She's doing a lot of work. I just want to introduce her. We have some nice little images of her here. We still figuring out with little graphics and thing here on the Femcom show, Giving Trouble. So, I hope you enjoy my little graphic introducing our artist here. I feel very proud of myself for figuring that out. Okay.
So this is Cherise Barkley, aka Cherise Pieces.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's nice to have you under me. That's kind of
That's awesome.
Sexual harassment right off the bat, Cherise. I told you.
I didn't insinuate, I just asked. I mean,
how are you, Cherise?
Honestly, I didn't sleep in like 2 days. So I'm really wondering if it's reality around me, or if maybe somebody snuck into my house and like poisoned all the water with LSD, and this is really just a big acid trip.
Where are you living? Because I want to try some of that water.
Well,
I
I
want
am
to
from
visit.
Belmont, and well, we have our fair share of issues here also with
Right. So
the
three good
police.
hotspot communities
Hot,
represented. Trinidad,
hot.
Tobago,
Correct.
Have you been
Belmont.
carrying any tires? Oh my God, I saw a video where they had like they were playing pick up something and it was just a bunch of people carrying tires. And I was like, hey, that is the worst. But it's so
I was
fun.
thinking maybe if the regional co-op passed around a little bit more often, people could throw out their tires on old mattresses and all kind of thing that they burn in instead of
Listen.
like burning it in the street. But I don't know.
These are
I don't think so.
ideas.
Well,
Very
I
Shirley,
good
don't know.
I
ideas.
definitely share your sentiments about feeling like you're in a dream, like this is some sort of alternate reality. It's crazy right now. Some
Mhm.
people are seeing a lot of negatives, like this is the end of the world shit. It's the fucking apocalypse, right? And some people are saying this is a tipping point. It's a turning point for our societies. It's an opportunity to get free
It is.
the oligarchies and the one percenters who pretty much run things through their enormous resources. What are your thoughts?
Well, I don't know about enormous resources. I thought you was gonna say enormous assholes, but
Well,
okay.
there you go. There you go.
Anyway,
Love it.
um, I don't know how I feel if it's like an apocalypse or not, because every day just seems to be a new depth of something, and it's like we're gonna do this today, and what's gonna happen tomorrow? And then tomorrow comes and it's like, oh shit, a new plate of this fuckery.
Mm.
No. And then we have government officials who have the audacity to say, Trini people could coordinate an activity.
I know.
Wait. Or they ever like try to plan a line or like meet friends anywhere. If you tell people come to party at 7,
It
the
must be
party starts at
Venezuela
10.
behind all of this because we are not organized.
Coordinated.
I
Yesterday I
don't know
saw
how
the
that could
protest for 9
work.
or 11 o'clock. Coordinated my backside. All of it is no.
But I mean, these are attempts, I think, to deny people's righteous anger.
It is.
To say, no, people are not angry. We're not wrong. We're not doing a bad job. We're not listening. Right? People aren't angry. This is criminal activity.
Of course. The little boy who was left behind by Joel Jacobs, he's a criminal. He is not able to really walk or stand or even speak, but he's already a criminal because he
No,
was
of
standing.
course. He
Yeah.
comes from a criminal lineage, you see.
Of course, and his father gets
So,
shot by the police, so he's gonna be the same way.
therefore, ego.
Yeah. Do you guys see any intersection between what's happening, Black Lives Matter, and Pride, which we're celebrating right now? Is there any
Of
intersection of these
course.
things? Does
Ask
one
them,
have
Bullets,
anything
how
to do
much of
with the
them
other?
the police beat. Ask them. Just ask them. My sisters on Murray Street always getting a set of licks on Murray Street because they're just trying to make a living and then people come in and persecuting them and the police harassing them and the police want to interfere with them. I know it's a regional problem too.
It is. So I'm actually working on a video right now for the memorial on Sunday, and it's shocking to see how many of our brothers and sisters have died, but how many of them have died from violent activity in their own homes with domestic partners or boyfriends, girlfriends. And it's like, you can go to the police and you'll tell them, but then what? They'll send you right back home and you'll sit there and you'll sit in the corner and you'll look and you'll be scared and you'll be wondering, is babe going to beat me tonight or am I going to sleep? Or do I need to escape the house? What the fuck is happening?
Mm-hmm.
But no,
People,
we don't need protection, eh? We don't need protection. We'll just,
no,
we'll
we
just
so
slide
don't
on our feet
deserve it. We're
and
not
we'll
fully
do that.
human under this government. Because if that Senate could stand up and say, oh, we could afford to give protection to everybody who is having a relationship in their home and their partner cutting their ass, except for the gay people. Because if you're bullying somebody who's your sex, you're not fully human.
Which didn't even make sense to me because, I mean, our Senate is comprised of many people, if you know what I mean.
Totally.
I mean,
And I
pride is
don't
everywhere.
exactly. So I don't know how you could sit there and say no or abstain against yourself. Like,
In the
Well,
same way, they
I
can
think,
sit and say no and just ignore everybody else's problems because they have the money to pretend that they are straight middle class people.
well, I've always marveled as
oh,
somebody in the arts, because us in the arts, we know everybody, yeah? Because we in all the bars, we in all the
Sometimes
spaces,
biblically
or
know
well,
them.
true, biblically as well, no doubt, right? Especially you, Trixie, especially you, Miss Me'Kikse. So we know all these people in society who
Mm-hmm.
are closeted, and they have a lot of potential power in the society, and they choose to go against literally who they really are each and every time. And we just saw another instance of it, you know. Tell us about Queer Corner. What's the work of that
so,
organization?
so that's actually why Queer Corner started because we don't trust the media, first
Right.
and foremost. Every time I get a call and I give a quote, I see it the next day, and again, the acid water hit them too because they get warped up all how. So it's like we decided, this is making sense and we don't want to be misquoted anymore, and we need the issues to be actually at the forefront in a manner that people like us can relate to, as well as we can like talk to people, get perspectives, and maybe even do some fun stuff along the way too. So we didn't even decide to create Quick Corner actually. It was my colleague Terry and I said, let's do a live so people could understand what's happening with Jason Jones because they just keep barking legal terms at everybody, and it's like, what the fuck you say there? Eh? Eh? Whole day. So we're like, all right, hey, what? We're going to break it down so you could understand what exactly is happening this week and what will happen if the case, is positive or negative in our favor. And after the case was ruled in our favor, we looked at each other and we said, yo, this is a thing. We had to keep this up. We had to keep this up because like people are messaging us and we need to do on all sorts of issues. We need to talk about what's happening at home, what's happening regionally, and we can talk to our other comrades from other islands who would have just gone through their first pride, etc., etc.
So
So
you guys are an advocacy and communications organization that really focuses on updating people as to what's really happening from the perspective of the community. And you're saying you have regional and international, a sort of a network to share
yeah,
and receive information. That's
correct. So like as I said, it didn't even start that way. And how it really branched into that is our friend Kevin from Belize said he would call into one of the episodes because Belize just passed their laws and they had their first pride and all of that. And from there we said, oh, if we can have Belize, we could have Guyana, we could have Barbados, we could keep going with this.
that's
And of course the reason just talking about it because again
yeah.
and
Yeah.
sooner or later we had people messaging us and asking us if we could participate in documentaries to be done in
Yeah.
the US and Canada. And admittedly, we both feel guilty when we don't put out episodes as often as we like.
It's
But
hard though. The
it is.
consistency is tough.
I mean, with all of this coordinated activity that we have to do otherwise, like when we find any time,
Yes.
between dragging our mattresses into the streets and not getting shot by the police.
I
It's a,
Right. It's a lot to
yeah,
coordinate. A
yeah.
lot.
what does Queer Corner need? You know, we're gonna take like an additional 4 minutes. We usually a 20-minute show. Yesterday, the last episode we went for, we were like, never again.
It wasn't quite an hour. It was
It's like, yeah, how much things I have to do.
That's what someone said.
Right? What do you guys need? What do you all need from the public? What kind of support? You know, some people, though, people want to help. They want to reach out. Even closeted people, you know, let's not exclude them fully, because it's hard out there, you know. But how can we help Queer Corner? How can we help the movement from our armchairs in the streets? What can we do? What are the portals?
So I think on the Queer Corner front, we are the agent of helping people. So there's very few things you could do to help Queer Corner itself as an organization. Like, I mean, yes, subscribe to our feeds and look at our videos, share those posts, interact with our posts. Like, tell us what you want the content to be, what you want to learn about, what you want to hear about.
Yeah. So like, share, engage with Queer Corner on all their social media.
But what I would say in terms of helping our community is that very often we put out a call for donations of either food items or feminine supplies, etc., etc. And those are the things that, you know, make the impact and the difference, because so many of our brothers and sisters get kicked out of homes because they are gay or out of a job or on the streets, literally don't know how they're going to eat something tonight. If their period comes in the morning, then what? Like, it's a whirlwind of issues for them. So when we make those calls, that's when the heart really goes into it. You know, you see and you feel people coming forward, and
that's small things but deep.
If you see if we ask for donations and then we end up with this much, I mean, it's not much, right? But we'll do it, and it comes down to it ending up being out of pocket most of the time, because I can't look at my brothers and sisters
and see
being oppressed and not able to eat. Like, I cannot. So if I had to eat one slice of bread and give you 2 to last you for 2 days, that's fine with me, you know. That's fine with me. So that's
so
my
proud
mind.
of you.
I really admire your commitment, Sharice, and the work you're doing. It grieves me that you are not getting the kind of support that you need, even in those little ways.
Well, I heard that apparently there are segments of protesters that get paid, and I'm just hoping that somebody could, like, tell me how I could maybe be one of them.
Well, it sounds like
I don't need the money. The money will go back.
All the details.
Okay. That's what I want. A little paycheck to put back into my community. Let them get some food in the evening. Maybe a little drink of rum or something. A little weed. Something.
A little weed would be good. A lot of weed would be better. But Sharice, I want to thank you for coming on the show. Tell me, are you all involved with the Pride Festival?
Yes and no. We've been having some challenges, and I'm going to be very diplomatic about how I feel.
No need.
We had Rudy on the show Tuesday, and he talked about it a bit.
We have been at loggerheads with the Pride TT committee in terms of, you know, politics around classism and racism. And that seems to be an ongoing battle, and it will continue to be an ongoing battle until, well, who knows? But pride is for everyone, and that is a firm belief of mine and Queer Corner. So pride is not mine, pride is not yours, pride is not theirs. Pride is our own. So being part of today is one part of us being part of Pride, as well as the memorial on Sunday is another part of being part of Pride. And we hope to have some impromptu episodes, more like filler episodes, where people get involved and speak about their experiences or play a fun game from at home and just, make things lighter, because
it's heavy out there.
It's hard enough to get here. Yeah, it's heavy to be inside. It's heavy to be inside. Like, I mean, if I open the door, it's scary. So, I mean, it's especially because of Corona and the social distancing, and now the civil unrest, because people are upset. Is what he said? They were upset.
Yeah.
Not angry. You have a right to be angry, upset.
Yes.
Right. So that's how we had to move, because everything had to be digital. We can't really, put down the big zest and sing again like how we used to. So,
Charisse, I just want to ask you, we're going to wrap up this interview now. I feel like it's been really good for me watching, just personally. It's been so lovely to hear from you. And, Trixie, Lisa, and I are going to do our best to help Queer Corner. And I'm going to be a little more attentive, because I have to take responsibility. I'm not some like, I've been following and I always send donations, But I do pledge to participate as much as I can and to show up. I know that's so important to you guys. And we'll keep talking about what's going on in the community and spreading the word. Is there anything you want to say last words before you go?
Well, I just want to big up the Belmont Massive and my mummy and them and everybody on the inside and everybody on the outside.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Charisse. Enjoy the rest of your day. We love you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a great evening.
Bye. Oh, that was lovely.
She's so wonderful. That is a really, really good young person to know.
So much. That was inspiring. These young people, they're going to save the world, guys. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. We have a chance. We has a chance.
We clearly didn't fuck up entirely, because we have a generation of young people.
We have Charisse out there. Charisse
is out there in the world doing things.
Lucky, right?
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. So I want to say to anybody. Yeah, before we wrap up, go ahead.
I just wanted to say that Pride TT is having a queer authors panel, and as you may know, Lisa is a queer author.
Ooh, that's Lisa, just Lisa.
Just
my buddy. She's having a reading.
Well, no, not quite. Pride TT has a panel of queer women authors tonight. Mm-hmm. It's a panel discussion, and it's online from 8:20. Mm-hmm. You can get information on the Pride TT page. Okay. And it's hosted by Amanda McIntyre.
Oh, I love Amanda.
Oh my God, she's so hot.
Well, she has a hot brain. Her brain is what makes me hot.
Oh. Well, okay. She's also very bright.
Hot brain.
And she's a writer.
As a brain.
She's quite amazing. Mm-hmm. Anyway, and Paula Obe, who is also from MOVA. So we'll be having some conversation about being a queer author with Lisa, Amanda, and Paula.
Wow.
On Pride TT.
All right, so guys, y'all, if you've been listening, follow Pride TT. Let's follow Queer Corner. Let's give these guys some support. I was really heartened to see our viewers today. Of course, Sean. Shout out to Sean Riaz, my boy.
Sean, do you like Trixie?
Watching and commenting. Avril Das, as per the usual. Pledging to donate something to Queer Corner. So already, things getting a little exciting. And I love to see that. And I just want to see what Queer Corner is doing, what Pride TT is doing, grow. I want it to be supported. So guys, come out, support. If you have to stay in the closet, stay in the closet, but help your community. So one day you could walk out with pride, okay?
You could put your hand out the closet with some money in it for some food or something. And you could stay in the closet, but just put out the money and the food.
Yeah, straight from the
So,
closet, right?
oh, before we go, one last thing I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that you have a film
Yes,
that you direct. You're a big director.
Lisa,
I have Googled to see what happened to you. Anyway, tell me about the interview. It's called The Interview and it's showing on TTT on July 18th as part of the film festival. Tell me, give me the tea.
It's two different things. Last year, you know me, I like to keep my foot wet in different things. So last year I was coordinating the Carifesta Youth Village for the Carifesta celebrations. So I was very, very busy, but I still, you know, I love film and television and producing. So I went and I love Lisa Wickham. So when I saw that, when I saw that she was going to be a mentor for a mentoring with the master's program on film from script to screen, of course I went and signed up. Turned out to be 9 of us in the class, and I ended up in a group with 2 young men, Kareem Harewood and a lovely young man, Jonathan Pear. And we went on through that program to make a short film called The Interview, starring some lovely young actors, Chrissy Maynard, Cindy F. Daniel. Oh, I can't remember the guy's name, and he was the lead. I'm so terrible. I'm sorry, dude. But yeah, so it's going to be shown as part of a group of films, the group of films that the group produced on TTT on the 18th. And we also have been accepted to the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival. So look out for more information about that if you want to catch a glimpse of my film that I directed. And I love
a big director.
I've been a director for a long time, but I do so many different things. You know, I do like to talk too much about any one thing. I like to keep it loose. Like you, Trixie.
I love to keep it loose, but it's very tight. I want to know it's very tight. Very tight.
And this episode of Giving Trouble is too loose. We are going to go now. Thanks so much for listening and interacting and engaging. We love you guys too, Avril, darling. All right. Bye, guys.
Tell a friend.
Look out for the Femcom show, Giving Trouble, next week, Tuesday and Thursday. And we have our own FundMe TT account so that we can make our show better and replace that powered by StreamYard with Femcom TT. All right, so support us as well. But this month, it's all about pride. Enjoy the rest of your day. Trixie, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.